Orlando Pirates vs Pyramids FC in the CAF Champions League semifinal. Now this is what I call a clash of giants. And let me tell you, Nigerians are watching this one with popcorn in hand, ready for drama, fire, and maybe, just maybe, a few surprises.
It is now confirmed that it's an all-Egyptian and all-South African affair in the semi-final of the CAF Champions League, because two South African teams are in the semi-final and they are facing two Egyptian teams, and the top two in Egypt are facing the top two in South Africa, and it promises to be a very interesting North and South African derby. So in the fixture yesterday, we saw Orlando Pirates hold it out with MC Algiers of Algeria. You know, in the first leg, Orlando Pirates got the better of MC Algiers at away, and I said it here on the studio definitely that Orlando Pirates will go through. So now Orlando Pirates have made it to the semi-final. So what do you think will happen in this stage now? Like, as we're having two Egyptian teams facing, and the worst part is that it is the topmost teams are facing each other.
The Giants.
The Giants. Ali is taking on Mamelodi, and then Orlando Pirates is taking on Pyramids. Who do you think will make it to the final?
I think Al Ali against Sundowns. If Sundowns probably was paired against Pyramids, I think Sundowns would have stood a better chance. But playing against the Giants of Africa, as long as football is concerned, for me, Al Ali is the Giants of Africa. So I don't know who gave us that level. Yeah, they are the king of Africa. Then playing against Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns are exceptional this season, no doubt. They are playing good football. So I think it's going to be a fight against, let's say, two elephants, battling it out. But I don't know. I can't rule out Al Ali. But I've watched Mamelodi Sundowns play this season.
The Brazilians.
They are Brazilians, like my friend always called them. Like, they are playing good football.
Even they are just
For Pyramids, I think Pyramids might take out Orlando Pirates. Why? Because if you go to the Egyptian league, they are topping Al Ali. My brother, for you to top Al Ali, you must be very good.
Yes.
So that Pyramids is topping Al Ali, it means that they are serious. And they are the only ones that got I think a 4-1 victory in their first leg. So
emphatic victory.
So it would have been something else in the second leg if their opponents got one more goal. Exactly. But still, they did the job at the first leg. So I don't really think Orlando Pirates stands a chance against. They stand a chance, but I think Pyramids will go through to the final.
Well, for Sundowns, they should be careful because against Esperance of Tunisia, a goal was cancelled in that game. It would have been 1-0, and the game would have gone to extra time. But playing Al Ali, they are one side that they are not a novice in African football. So for Sundowns, who have won the CAF Champions League for a very long time now, this is an opportunity. If they defeat Al Ali, an opportunity for them to win it. But come another stumbling block for South African football is Pyramids, another team that is stubborn, very, very stubborn. So Orlando Pirates needs to be very careful. They should work, their strategies out, if they are to edge through. But it's going to be a semi-final that promises to be very, very eventful, entertaining, exciting. So see thrilling football, the best of African football. So for me, I would say let the better sides win.
Two big giants. And I think this will show you why it's as if their countries are doing well. If you go to the Egypt's group in the World Cup qualifier, they are almost qualified. We can say they are almost qualified. South Africa too is doing well in our group. So for you to see that, and these are the boys that representing them in their various teams. They don't usually go have players from Europe, like Egypt especially, including South Africa. So for you to know that the team is doing well, because in the countryside they are doing very well, in the club side they are also doing very well. So they have both teams from their various leagues playing the CAF.
Okay, if you look at these fixtures, there is a potential that it could be an all-Egyptian final, or an all-South African final, or an Egyptian and South African final. So if you are to choose, what do you think, or if you are to predict that rather, what will you think should be the outcome of the final?
I wish Sundowns was playing against Pirates. I'm sorry, against Pyramids.
They have already been paired.
I know.
Why no longer a wish.
I know.
So as they've been paired now, are you seeing an all South African finals or all Egyptian finals, or a final that will include an Egyptian and a South African team?
To be honest, I would want it one team from this side, one team from the other side, for it to more interesting and more entertaining, and financially to.
So if you are going to see an an Egyptian and South African final.
Yeah.
Which teams do you think or will you predict will be there? Since you said it's one Egyptian.
I would say Al Ahly against Orlando Pirates. Yeah.
Al Ahly, Orlando Pirates.
Though I would want the Brazilians to go through, but Al Ahly, they are so tough.
Dika, do you buy his idea Egypt or South Africa or Egypt?
I'm going all out for South Africa. Okay. I want to see Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates in the finals.
Okay. All right.
So what about you? What do you think is going to be?
I want to see an Egyptian South African final.
Yeah.
But I want to see Mamelodi take on Pyramids. I want to watch that match. I want to see that high scoring Pyramid side take on Mamelodi Sundowns. Al Ahly have done enough for Africa.
Yeah, they have tried. Yeah, they
should just rest. Let others
rest.
Yeah. But still, you cannot take it away from them. They are too good. So we are not doing rotational this thing. Yeah, when you get to your turn, you play it out and you get your own spot.
The African Champions League quarters are wrapped and we got 2 fire semi-final matchups. Al Ahly face off against Sundowns and Pirates are up against Pyramids. The top 2 South African teams versus the top 2 Egyptian teams. Semifinals are going to be crazy. There's a chance the final could be Al Ahly versus Pyramids, both based in Cairo. Both clubs currently number 1 and number 2 in the Egyptian Premier League. There's also a chance the final could be Sundowns against Pirates. Both clubs currently number 1 and number 2 in the South African Premiership. However it shapes up, it's going to be must-see TV.
Yeah, congratulations to my Mamelodi Sundowns and Orlando Pirates for making it to the semi-finals of the CAF Champions League. It was a very hard-fought victory, and this was what I've been praying for all this while. I said I wish the CAF Champions League comes to the SA football, because for a long time, after proper planning and structure of the football federation, the club football federation, I think they deserve continental success. And you can see that it is evidently true that it was going to happen. Last season I was rooting for Mamelodi Sundowns, but they got cut short by Esperance de Tunis. But this season they had a retribution. They had a great win against Esperance de Tunis, and which I believe they can go for the trophy right now. And you can't write Orlando Pirates off. Like I said, when it comes to knockout stage, you can never write Orlando Pirates off, because a big team is always a big team. And now there are many players from Orlando Pirates and also Mamelodi. Like, I want them to write their name in gold. If Mamelodi Sundowns decides to win the CAF Champions League, now people like Rowan Williams will be immortalized for life. You understand? And if Orlando Pirates go ahead to win it, people like Mofo Keng, my brother Olisenda and co will write their name in gold. You understand? Most of you don't really know what it will mean to win a continental Champions League. You can ask Al Ahly of that. So anyway, any teams that wins, I will be here to celebrate it, and I'll celebrate it in a grand style. You understand? Anyway, peace and love to all of you guys. I want to see your review. So who do you think will win the CAF Champions League? Who do you think will win the CAF Champions League? I believe Orlando Pirates defeated Al Ahly at the group stage, and if at any point they meet again, I believe they can still do the job. You understand? Anyway, I love you guys. Massive love for Nigeria. I love you guys.
Went to Cairo, won. They went to Algeria, they won. They're number 2 in the league in South Africa. They don't look like they're going to lose. Every match they play, they don't look like they're going to lose a match. How far can they go in this tournament?
They can lose in the semi-final or final, 2 of them. Semi-final and final. And lage inzima kakhulu ukuthi ngendlela ukuthi they can meet Sundowns as well.
Well, there's no certainty that they will lose to Sundowns. Still,
yeah.
It's not
and
sure
there's no certain that
lose.
Sundowns can lose to Pirates.
Absolutely.
What I'm saying, that's why I need to go away. They can lose with semi-final or final. But winning the trophy, Al Ahly is going to win the trophy.
Yeah, it does look like it's going to
be.
It's
such a good pounds.
I have that feeling too.
You see, when it comes to African football, Nigerians don't just spectate. We analyze, predict, overhype, drag players on Twitter, and even pray about it. So when the semi-final fixtures dropped and Orlando Pirates were set to face Egypt's Pyramids FC, the predictions started flying faster than Musa's sprints down the wing. First of all, let's set the stage. Orlando Pirates have been looking sharp lately. Not just winning matches, but winning them with confidence. This is a team that knows how to handle pressure. They've built a solid core, and in CAF competitions, that experience counts. On the other side, you've got Pyramids FC, Egypt's shiny, heavily funded club that's looking to establish dominance beyond the local league. And if there's one thing Nigerians love more than jollof rice, it's watching 2 powerhouse clubs battle it out like it's Mortal Kombat. So what are Nigerians saying about this matchup? Well, I've spent a ridiculous amount of time scrolling through forums, WhatsApp voice notes, group chats, and social media comments, and let me break it down for you. A large group of Nigerians is actually rooting for Orlando Pirates. Yes, you heard that right. Despite South Africa and Nigeria's football rivalry, there's genuine respect for how Pirates have been playing. Many Nigerians see them as the underdog with the heart of a lion. They've earned this, someone tweeted. We've seen them grind out wins. They play as a unit. They deserve to reach the final. But of course, there's the other side of the coin. Some Nigerians believe Pyramids FC are going to steamroll Pirates. Why? Because the Egyptian league is more competitive. Because the Pyramids squad is deep. Because they've got that budget. Oil money, sponsorship, state support, you name it. And they don't just sign players, they sign statements. I saw one guy say, "This is men versus boys, Pyramids will teach Pirates a footballing lesson." Harsh, maybe. Accurate, we'll find out. Now let's get into tactics, because Nigerians love tactical analysis like it's chess. For Orlando Pirates, it's all about keeping their shape, maintaining composure, and capitalizing on transitions. They don't want to get dragged into an open game with Pyramids, that's a recipe for disaster. They'll need to frustrate the Egyptians, break their rhythm, and maybe hit them with a set-piece special. Nigerians predict the key player will be the Pirates' goalkeeper. He's going to have to be in superhero mode, someone joked. We need Wakanda powers in goal. As for Pyramids, the consensus among Nigerians is that their midfield needs to dominate. If they control the pace, they can suffocate Pirates' creativity. Their wide players are dangerous and have been in sizzling form. And let's not forget, this is a team that's reached finals before, they're not afraid of the big stage. So, you better believe Nigerians are watching to see if this is the year they finally go all the way. But of course, this wouldn't be Nigerian commentary without a little drama. There's already talk about officiating. Nigerians are warning Pirates to watch out for dodgy refereeing decisions. If the ref starts blowing like a flute for Pyramids, just know CAF has plans, one fan posted. Conspiracy theories? Maybe. But in African football, anything is possible. We've seen things that would make VAR cry. One hilarious voice note that went viral had a guy saying, "If Orlando Pirates beat Pyramids, I will personally eat a mala with a goozie to celebrate. That team day try. But if they lose, I go block all South African friends for 1 week." Nigerians don't play when it comes to emotional investment in football. There's also some banter flying around about who Africans want in the final. Some say they want a Southern African final, others are hoping for a North African dominance. But the general vibe is this: Africans want good football, and they want drama. Nigerians want bragging rights. They're watching this tie not just as fans, but as critics, cheerleaders, and comedians all at once. There's also something else fueling the Nigerian interest in this match: respect. Many remember how Pirates carried the Southern African flag in continental competitions over the years. And when you've got a club that constantly shows up at this level, people take notice. That's why Nigerians are saying this semifinal isn't just about football. It's about pride, legacy, and continental clout. Some bold predictions are already coming in. I saw one guy say, Pirates will win the first leg 2-1 and draw the second leg 1-1. Final, here we come. Another said, Pyramids are not ready. This is South African rhythm football. They'll dance them out of the tournament. But of course, there are the pessimists. Pyramids 3-0 in Egypt, don't even dream, one gloomy voice noted. Beyond predictions, there's also talk of player matchups. Nigerians are excited to see who shines brightest. Will Pirates strikers find the net, or will the Pyramids defenders build a wall like they're guarding Pharaoh's tomb? Can the South African midfielders control the tempo, or will they be chasing shadows all night? And let's not forget the mind games. Nigerians are experts at spotting pre-match mind games. Press conferences, leaked training footage, travel delays, mysterious injuries, these are all part of the build-up drama. Every little thing is a talking point. Nigerians believe whoever wins the mental battle might just win the match. In the end, what's clear is this: Nigerians care. Maybe not because they have a direct stake in the game, but because African football is family business. We're invested in every big CAF night. And Orlando Pirates vs Pyramids FC is as big as it gets before the final. As the first leg approaches, Nigerians are loading up their data bundles, clearing their schedules, and preparing the memes in advance. Whatever happens, they're ready to react. If Pirates win, there'll be celebrations and social media parades. If they lose, well, expect analysis, critique, and a little bit of salt. So whether you're backing Pirates, rooting for Pyramids, or just here for the chaos, one thing's for sure, this semifinal is about to be lit. And Nigerians will be right there, watching, judging, shouting at their screens, and reminding everyone that when it comes to African football, we all have an opinion, and it's loud. Now tell me in the comments, who are you backing in this semifinal showdown? Orlando Pirates or Pyramids FC? And what's your prediction for the score? Let's talk, because this one's not just a match, it's an event.